video of the Bunny Ranch in northern Nevada, the legal brothel. That's what I did before.
I remember that.
On Hulu, they just came out with this new series, The Secrets of the Bunny Ranch. I had to dive in a little bit, but it was a hit piece. There were so many lies.
What were they? Dish them?
Well, I mean, it was a reality series, so a lot of it was, set up. For
Wait,
example,
reality shows?
Yeah.
I know you're still getting introduced to human culture, but they do script some of it for views.
It's called The Real World because it reflects the real world. I mean, it's not real?
Some of it is, but a lot of it is staged.
Yeah.
We hate to break it to you, dude.
But the Osbournes, that's real.
That too, man. They set up moments where...
Oh, my God.
I know, yeah.
So he's still alive.
Two goons, not one but two goons. Two goons, 7 hours in the bathroom.
Hi, I'm John Goblinkon.
And I'm Britney Amber.
And you're watching
Two
Goons.
I'll take one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Fuck
sure.
yeah, dude, here.
Wow, look at those.
4 milligrams.
Oh, what is this?
Sesh, so it's like a
Zin.
Zin.
What is it?
Oh, it's like a
Nicotine.
nicotine pouch.
Oh, it's a nicotine pouch.
Oh, did you think it was a mint?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Way different vibe.
Way different vibes, yeah. Dude, we're trying to wake up over here
Oh,
and
my
get
gosh.
activated, dog.
Oh, dang. So that's what it does? What does it do?
Yeah. Do you ever smoke cigarettes or anything?
Never in my life.
So I never smoked cigarettes, but the Zin, it's just a nicotine hit like, ooh.
It's a nice quick rush right into the blood.
Yeah. Like, John, if you're trying to wake up, what do you do?
I'll eat a rat, whatever kind of rabies or whatever that's in that.
It's invigorating.
It'll be in me.
Okay, yeah.
What kind of flavor notes?
It's like kind of like it'll be like disease, a little disease.
Disease,
a
nice.
little rabies, little dead skin.
Penny-ish?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that.
It just depends what he was picking on before.
Oh,
okay.
Sometimes we live in New York. The rats look like they're having fun.
When I was in New York, it was like heaven.
Really?
The size of them. I mean, unbelievable.
Do you ever salivate thinking of those days?
Yeah, I kind of miss the New York days. I really do.
Yeah.
And honestly, the most goblins per capita I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you really paint if you paint me green, we could be somewhat related.
Yeah, I kind of am getting a vibe.
I have the nose and the forehead. And the teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the hairline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's beautiful.
Brittany, what are you doing to wake up? How are you getting your day activated?
I just had a Celsius in the car. Nothing too exciting.
Nothing crazy, no rats for you.
Just 200 milligrams, or what is it, 200 grams
a
of
couple
caffeine.
of cum loads.
Couple cum loads.
Whoa! Hey, we're doing a family hour podcast, the first one of the day. I thought we were talking about your spicy food channel. And
yes. That too. That's invigorating. That will wake you up.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What's the hottest thing you've ever eaten on your spicy food channel?
Okay, so the hottest thing that I've tried recently was this thing called Toe of Satan. It's a lollipop that's in the shape of the toe of Satan.
Yes.
And the challenge is you have
Big
to hold...
fan, by the way.
Yes,
Big fan
the
of Satan,
same,
yeah.
yes.
Old roommate.
Yeah.
Old roommate.
Old
Yeah.
roommate,
Yeah.
dude. You guys go way back.
Yeah. We used to have a little plate back before he was like just huge.
Was he starting the Toe of Satan business in the
but,
apartment?
continue. Sorry.
Yeah,
Say,
now
just,
he's-
toe of my buddy. Love it.
But you like toast too, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Little nibble.
Yes. So the Toe of Satan is 9 million Scoville units.
Jesus.
So it's insanely hot. A lot of the things that I try, though, you just chew and swallow. But
Yeah.
this is the reason why this one was the hottest to me is because you have to hold it in your mouth. The challenge is 5 minutes. You have to hold it in your mouth. Just keep sucking it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So the heat just keeps building and building, and it doesn't go down.
Yeah.
And I am very tolerant to spicy foods. That's
Yeah.
why I started this channel, because I feel like I have a gift there. You know what I mean? A lot of people cannot handle spicy foods the way that I can. And this one, I still finished the challenge, but this was the only time where I was like, oh, I just want this to end. Normally, I don't ever feel like that, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
And that's why I am searching the world for the hottest, most spiciest, highest amount of Scoville units that I could find. I'm taking suggestions, by the way. Let me know. Anybody that's out there, let me know. Are you
I actually have a suggestion, but
Yeah.
the gift. What is your gift? Because you mentioned about sucking dick. Did you?
Well, that's a gift too.
So
but-
you have multiple gifts. That's pretty good.
I do. But I've loved hot, extreme spices since I was little. And around this time last year, I had my YouTube channel taken from me that was very successful. I was doing lingerie try-on hauls, and I was getting millions of views per episode.
No way.
On the low end, it'd be around 500,000.
For just like Victoria's Secret?
Well, yeah, I would do more like whatever lingerie was sent to me. Like, for example, Honey Burdette, they used to send me tons of lingerie to try on. I didn't really try on Victoria's Secret too much. That's not one of my faves. But there's even like the Amazon lingerie, like little like see-through things. A lot of people would like that, get a lot of views. And especially the last year, I was getting so many views per video, and I had some videos that were like 18 million.
So
20
you were
million.
Making serious YouTube money, or were you demonetized?
Yeah, they do monetize me at the beginning of 2024, and then they took my channel completely by the end of the year.
What do you think it was, because they saw the areola and stuff?
Well, they started taking down. Well, some stuff.
If I had $1 for every time I get a disclaimer from YouTube, like, John, put your areolas away,
dude. What's the size of a goblin areola? Tell
It
me.
fluctuates.
Yeah, because that is interesting, because I personally love the ethnics, because ethnics have big areolas.
The ethnics? You can't call them the ethnics.
Oh, really?
Dude.
Dad,
I have big areolas too, though.
I love big areolas.
I think that's
So do
even
I.
offensive to a goblin.
Really? Well, I say it on stage. I say I love the ethnics.
Yeah.
But now I'm finding out this is wrong. I'm also finding out other things. Don't bother women while you're in fucking at work. But that was off camera. I'm getting this bullshit. Here I am, like fucking talent in the house, and I'm like, don't talk to the women. Love big areolas.
Yes, me too. But yes. Oh, by the way, we were talking about before the show started, I was also sponsored by Jerkmate as well. Yeah, Jerkmate. Hi. Do you remember
Hi,
me?
Jerkmate.
Is he over
I
there?
had so many great
No,
sponsors.
he's right.
It
I mean,
was-
Jerkmate's kind of
yes.
in all of us.
I even have one of those little guys at home. Oh,
Omnipresent jerk mate.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it exists within us, dude. What are goblins jerking off to?
I mean, honestly, we have like a pretty extensive spank bank. You know,
Yeah.
I log a lot of things in here. But this is kind of like what we talk about. I'm not.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can, dude.
Is it a little too much for a goblin?
No, I don't want to overstep.
Oh,
you know
you
what I
can-
mean?
Oh, you can.
All right,
you
I can just say it.
Yeah.
All right, Chase, stand up.
Oh really?
I mean, that's just what I've been lately. Just lately.
Just lately.
I think the algorithm's like just
It's
put you in
feeding
my
you.
feed, and it's working.
Okay, well that's great. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of the greatest compliments I could get.
That is, I do. I assume also you probably get them too from my DMs. I find it crazy because I don't look at myself as good looking. I look at myself as like, funny-ish. But I always find it weird when someone's into me, like they're into you. I don't know. Like for you, do you not find it weird when someone's into the goblin? Like a little bit grotesque.
What would be weird about that?
The forehead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So kind of.
What What do you get? Do you getting are you getting thirsty messages? Are people reaching out? Because you have a huge amount of like internet fame. You're blowing up. You're nearly a household name. Are people trying to get the green mile?
The green goo.
Well, I don't know if you've been to a lot of metal shows, and based on your question, I could tell you haven't.
No.
Because the ratio's a little off as far as men to women.
Yeah.
I get a lot of dudes in my DMs, which is fine. I've recently decided to open up my sexuality.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
great.
Anything, everything.
Yeah.
All at once.
Yeah.
Yes. And I do get sometimes I get DM messages from people which kind of leads to like a little sexual tension, but then they ghost me. Usually.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I get ghosted so much.
Really?
Oh my God, it's so annoying because I actually went on a date last night with an absolute rocket, and it was so weird because for the first 20 minutes I'm thinking, what's your intentions, lady? Like, I don't know why you're here.
Yeah. She's the one who needs to be worried.
Yeah. And I'm literally sitting there. We went to the Sunset Tower, and I'm literally sitting there, and she puts her hand on my leg, and I'm like, completely rock hard the whole time. And I could it was so bad that I told her afterwards, I'm like, I've ruined my underwear. I didn't think I pre-cum like that, but it was so much cum. And just from the hand on the, she was so
I just need
hot.
to. Where's this story going? What's the
On YouTube?
To a clip.
a clip?
But no, so the last thing I want to say, go back to the YouTube thing. So you were monetized, or they took away?
I was at one point.
So were
yeah.
you crushing it with those monetizations?
Well, if I had a video that was greenlit, but a lot of them were, either limited monetization or
none, yeah.
completely-
Why? Just because you could see areola and stuff like that? What do you think it was?
Well, yeah, it's just not the kind of videos that they monetize. There was one, though, that squeaked through that got a lot of views. This one that was called Spicy Lingerie Try-On Haul. And I was just trying on lingerie from this company. It's like Spicy Lingerie. That's just kind of like cheap lingerie. I didn't think that anything was going to come from this video, but it ended up having like 20 million views.
Yo.
And then there was like a month or two. It wasn't even like 2 months. That it was, I just looked at my page and it had the green light, full monetization. I was like, oh, that's weird, because it wasn't super sexual or anything. I was trying to kind of, play it safe in there. But there was one point where I lifted up the back and I showed the thong, and I was like, oh, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Is there not
I think
a
that's why I got
world
taken-
where you could continue to doing that in a safer?
Not on YouTube.
Really?
They wiped out anybody who was doing lingerie try-on hauls.
hauls.
And if someone was able to keep their channel, is because they deleted all of their videos and started posting different
Wow.
ones. But that was all I put on there.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. So you were trying on spicy lingerie? What was the Scoville on the lingerie?
Oh my God. 100
Where were you
million
looking?
Scoville units.
Where are you looking?
I'm on a jerk everywhere.
We're not live audience.
This guy loved it.
By the way, I'll tell you something. I don't know if someone's ever told you this before.
Tell me.
For a goblin, so polite. You wait your turn. You raise your hand.
Thank you. Yeah, I was raised by a nice white family.
Not by the ethnics, right?
I was raised by the whites.
The whites, dude.
Yeah, a
Good
nice
for
little
you.
family in Reseda adopted me, and so, they taught me very well.
It is interesting that families like that will take in,
Yeah, they did. They did. They took me as one of their own, and,
Well,
and honestly, I didn't really know I was different until much older,
Yeah, the whites, they do adopt everyone. Look at Angelina Jolie, Yeah, you can get in anywhere. Now, something we got to talk about. We got to get into this, Brittany. Your original fame started in the 2000s when you were featured on HBO's Cathouse.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you found that.
Yeah.
What is Cathouse?
Oh,
I love cats.
the BunnyRanch in Northern Nevada, the legal
Yes!
brothel. Yes, that's what I did before porn.
That was
Yes.
you.
And I was on the
my
third season, yes.
God. I remember that.
Yes, yes.
Crazy. So you lived in Parnup, or what is it?
Oh, Pahrump. No,
Pahrump.
that's I think that's no. So it's in Carson City. Near
Carson City, yes.
Yeah.
But that's the other one.
Pahrumps, yeah, down near Vegas. So they have outside of Vegas, there's a bunch of brothals as well. But no, I was up north at the BunnyRanch.
Fuck yeah, let's get
Yes,
it. This
yes.
is sick.
Did you guys see too that I just noticed on Hulu they just came out with this new series about the secrets of the BunnyRanch or something, and I was like, oh shit, I wonder if this. I had to dive in a little bit, but it was a hit piece. It wasn't a lot. There were so many lies. It was just,
really?
I was watching this.
What
thing
were they? Dish them. We gotta get views.
Yeah, call them out right now. Here's your platform.
Yeah,
Let's
what's
fucking
the
go.
bullshit? Because you were there.
Yeah. There was so much, and I feel like now they just wanted to put out this hit piece because Dennis Hoff, the owner of the
Right.
BunnyRanch,
He
he passed away a few years ago. So now everyone's just like, just trying to get their little bit of relevancy where they can to try to dish out all the stuff that's not even true.
So the original one was the Cathouse was true.
Well, it was a reality series put on by HBO, so a lot of it was, set up. A lot of
Glammed
the
up, yeah.
the scenes. For example,
reality shows.
Yeah.
They're set
No,
up.
it's not mind
Set up.
blowing.
Some-
I know.
Yeah.
You come up with all the
I
scenarios.
know.
Wait.
I know you're still getting like introduced to
Yeah.
human culture, but they do script some of it for views.
It's called The Real World because it reflects the real world. I've been crazy binging these things. I mean, it's not real.
No, I mean some of it is, but a lot of it is
A lot of
staged.
it's- yeah.
We hate to break it to you, dude.
And
But the Osbournes, that's real.
That too, man. They set up moments
Oh
where
my God.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah.
So he's still alive.
This episode is sponsored by the gooniest site on the internet, Jerkmate.
I know you got a full sack right now. You got to empty it. So go to jerkmate.com.
See tons of models that they have over there. There's even some models that have been on this show.
I know you want to rub one out to them. There's a place to go for that.
Just use offer code 2Goons for a free spend. Sign up now.
2 Goons.
And guys, you can catch the Goons live February 19th in Phoenix, Arizona.
February 19th, I'll be in Tampa at Side Splitters.
Get all your tickets at Shaderana.com or
JJLibermanLive.com. I do think, though,
Wow. All right.
yeah,
A lot of bombs getting dropped. I'm just going to take it all in.
take it in.
I'm sorry.
but I would guess that 20 years ago, reality TV was probably a little bit closer to
reality,
than
yeah.
what it is now. I
Yeah.
think now it's probably completely like just awful. I don't watch it either
Yeah.
way, but I assume. So yeah, could you
Yeah.
actually take us without?
Yes.
Maybe we could talk about the whole Cathouse thing, but actually, what was it really like versus?
What were the lies in the HBO series or in the Hulu series, and then what was the real shit?
One thing that a lot of people were pressing on that I thought was just ridiculous was like, oh, that all these girls like had to fuck Dennis, and if you didn't, like all these things would happen, and you could never leave, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, so when I first started,
what year?
2007.
Okay.
So. There was a time when he propositioned for me for sex. I mean, when it was through Madame Suzette too. She was like, called me in the office and was like, Dennis really likes you and he wants to like, or whatever, the way she was trying to like kind of, finesse it. And
Yeah.
So that
all
was
I said was, because at the time I was married and
Yeah.
I just was like, no, I'm married. I'm not interested. And that was that. And he never crossed any lines. I never got anything taken from me. I never felt uncomfortable. I still had all the same opportunities everybody else did.
Yeah.
And I never had sex with him, and he never tried to force himself on me. I mean, the way that they made him sound like a monster, like he's just here just running through every girl has to fuck him, and he has to, like, it was just like, this is so ridiculous, because I was in that same position, and no, it was not like that at all.
So can you?
But I can't speak for other people. I mean, obviously everyone has their own individual experiences with him, but
yeah.
I'm saying that directly happened to me too, and I just said no, and no one ever pressured me again. No one even asked me again,
Yeah.
let alone even force themselves onto me. So
Yeah.
So can you explain like what it's actually like living at the Bunny Ranch and like how that, because I've actually gone to the website and I know that there's like different shifts and stuff like that, but I don't think people realize what it is. Are you like living there? Are you living near there? And how does it actually work? And you said you were married, but it is basically a legal brothel. So you are having sex with men? Okay.
Yeah.
So
And,
so
you can pick and choose anybody that you want. Like, you don't have to have sex with anybody you don't want to. You don't even have to go to the lineup if you don't want to. And that was another thing too. They're saying like, oh, like you're basically like a prisoner of this place. You can never leave. Even the time that I decided I was done, I even left in the middle of my trip. I still had multiple days left, and I was just.
Oh, so you
like-
go for a couple weeks at a time kind of thing?
I was in this relationship with this guy at home, and also at this point I had already started doing porn, and it was just a lot, like having to come all the way up to Northern Nevada and then coming home to do shoots, because at the time I was extremely busy doing shoots at home and then doing this. So I was just like, there's a whole nother reason to, it is just crazy. Okay, so I'm not gonna get off track, but anyway, so
Yeah, so what
I just decided. I just left, and then even Madame Suzette was just like, okay, well, if you ever want to come back, let me know. No bridges burned or anything. No one ever told me like, no, you have to stay, or no, you have more days that you have to stay. No one even did that. They're just like, okay, bye. Well, if you
Yeah.
want to come back, we're always here.
We're doors open. Yeah.
So what was it like? So if you were, when you started 2007, you had the audition. They proved. So you go for 2 weeks at a
It wasn't even
time.
an audition. I sent. So at the time, I was using MySpace. That was like MySpace era, and so I reached out to Dennis. So I was a fan of the show, and I reached out to Dennis on MySpace, and I thought he would never get back to me. I'm like, he's probably never gonna. He's never even on this, I'm sure. But he got back to me in 2 days, gave me all this information, his phone number, and I talked to him multiple times within the week leading up to flying out. He got me my plane ticket. He said, you can come out and try it. No obligations. If you don't like it, you never have to come back. And
Are they giving you a flat rate to go there, or is it like commission based?
yeah, you just make half of whatever you book.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I did very well on my first trip.
Were you there for a couple weeks?
I was there for not even a week, my first trip. And usually I'd go for like 10 days at a time. And so there are some girls that live in the area and will come, all throughout the week, or, they would come, a lot more frequently than I would. But a lot of girls would fly in for like a 10 days or 2 weeks.
And it was just
It's
this
whatever
big
you wanted
house
to do.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
like a mansion, and you all had rooms. Is that?
Yeah, it's not really like a mansion. It was more kind of like those manufactured homes, kind of. It's kind of like a huge trailer, kind of thing,
Really?
all put together.
I think I've been before. Madam
Suzette,
Madam
yeah.
Tussauds, yeah. But I feel like all
You
I
had
did the
sex with
lineup,
them.
but like no one was moving. It was like, but celebrities are there all the time. I saw everyone. I met Arnold. I met Ryan Gosling was at Madame Tussauds.
Did you have sex over there?
Yeah, I tried to. A little stiff, but
Are there brothels in the Goblin world? Are you guys? What's sex work like for you guys?
well, like I said, I grew up around mostly humans.
Yeah.
And you guys are filthy.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
but I've really been trying to get in touch with kind of my goblin past, because I just turned 30.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How much is that in human years?
Oh, no, I'm 30K.
Oh, 30K. Oh, you're
Yeah.
30,000 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
now.
yeah. correct.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Answer
I
that.
know there was definitely like a long period of time I was with goblins. I don't really think we have like necessarily brothels or anything like that. I think it's just kind of like one fluid thing where kind of just get together, you know what I mean? Have a few beers.
Yeah.
One thing leads to another kind of thing.
Orgy
Oh, yeah.
bash.
Yeah, yeah. Orgies.
Are mostly because you said you've opened up your sexuality.
Yes,
You're banging
recently.
goblin dudes, ladies, all this stuff.
Ladies, things, animals. I don't want to close out the one.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? And it could be anywhere. It could, plant. I don't. Maybe it's this jerkmate thing. I'm not sure. I'm ready for love, and I'm ready to receive it. So I don't want to put any parameters on it in case, like I, close out the one.
Yeah, 100%. That's true. It's a very open-minded approach to finding your true soulmate. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I would be open to, any of these ranches or whatever.
I mean,
Yeah.
So would I.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think.
So walk me through it. So John Goblinkon, I just get done. I'm selling life insurance. I drive from Reseda. I go to Nevada. I pull up. I pull up to the ranch. I open the door. What's the first thing that would happen?
So someone would come over and then ring the bell, and then
Okay.
all the girls would come out to the foyer. They'd all line up kind of like
How
a half
many?
circle. Huh?
How many?
Usually around, I think it's like 20 to 30.
Oh my God!
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
some
more
of
members
the
than
time.
Slipknot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of. But you also, there were people that could pre-book, right? So,
Yeah.
so some people would just Goblin rolls up.
Yeah,
so I
people
roll
like
up.
that whole experience though because of the show, especially if you're a fan of the show. Because you could even just come and tour. You don't even have to do a party. That's what they call the sex session.
Yeah.
But they would ring the bell. All the girls that are available at the time all kind of line up in a half circle, and then they go around, say their name one at a time.
And it's just
then-
one guy looking.
Yeah, and then you go like her. You pick her, and then she takes you on a tour of the ranch, and then the tour ends with her room where you negotiate the price for a party for a sex session.
Okay, I got
But you don't have to. You can be like, no, I want to go to the bar, and then she'll be like, okay, I can take you back to the bunny bar, and then
You just hang out.
Yeah, and then you could talk to other girls if you'd like. Have
Yeah.
other
So it's kind of a
tours.
date at the beginning, like just to see if the vibe is right.
Okay, so a lot of times I'm at a restaurant and I'm trying to, like, especially the Cheesecake Factory, it's just like too many things to choose from.
You're so right. Too many.
I have like 30 things to choose from. If I like choose something, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. Actually, I forgot I'm allergic. And then I go over here, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of like trying to like watch my weight, and then I'm like, yeah, but can you like pick and choose a few times? Will they allow me to do that, or kind of like make modifications, change out fries for onion rings, kind of thing?
Yes, or you can even take multiple girls at once. You
Wow,
can be like,
that's
like
good.
those. Because I've done it at several, 2 or 3 girl parties.
Whoa.
What kind of prices are we talking about?
So usually it would be $2,000 for an hour, but you can negotiate
Dollars?
up or down. Yeah.
Wow.
Depending on what you're doing.
You wanna
'Cause
know-
For anal, I would charge $4,000 an hour. But
Okay.
then sometimes if it's somebody who, if they want like straight sex or something, if they're trying to negotiate down, I'll negotiate down to like $1,500 for an hour or somewhere around there.
You want to know what's fucked up? I offered, we won't say whose name, I offered someone $2,000. In fact, I offered someone $2,500 last night, and there was a whole to-do about how fucking disgusting I was for offering that low. It was a whole to-do.
To be fair, we weren't in the Bunny Ranch. We were hanging out here.
Did you tell her 1 hour though? If you say for just 1 hour of your time.
And to be fair, back to my counter to, yes, we were in just a normal house, not a nice house in Hollywood Hills. I would have just liked to feel the person's body for $2,500. And as soon as I told this person was, they went, I'm disgusted. And then someone who works for the company was like, that's gross. You're disgusting that low. And so if the number was right, there would have been no uhs and ahs to that. So if I offered $6,500, everybody would have been like, kumbaya.
Was this before or after you came in your pants at the restaurant?
That was way before.
All right.
I was gonna say this was also
you
the
were
prices
juiced up.
back in 2007. So maybe inflation. I don't know.
Oh,
this
true.
Was
This
like
is a
20, almost 20
2000
years ago.
Yeah, wait, 2007. I mean, this is probably $6 million now. You really did.
That is fair.
You
Okay.
definitely lowballed it.
So
Yeah.
I've had a couple counters that have buried me right now. But
Yes.
so how much were you making on a good day and then a good 10-day trip?
A good 10-day trip was normally around like 10,000 or so, give or
Oh.
take. Yeah.
Oh, because just because you're there doesn't mean you're going to always get picked. Right.
Yeah.
When someone wouldn't pick you, did it hurt your feelings?
Here's the thing. Okay, yeah. So I mean, not really. Like once you get into the whole,
Yeah.
the whole
Flow?
flow. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. But when I first started, because this was the first time I was ever a sex worker.
Yeah.
And I was young. I didn't even know really how to do my makeup or how to even do outfits or anything. This is the first time I was even really away from home or anything. So I didn't know what I was even getting myself into. I was just a fan of the show. I reached out. I didn't think anyone was even going to get back to me. I just kind of threw myself in this, and then I was there. And so the first couple of days, the first day, because I think it was the second day when I was finally picked. So the first day, I wasn't getting picked at all. And I was just scared. I didn't even know really what I was doing. And I think that was part of it too. But the second day, it was in the middle of the day and I still wasn't getting picked. And I started having all these, things going through my head. Like, what am I even doing? Am I never going to get picked? Like, oh my God. Like, or what even happens when I do get picked? Like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what am I going to do? Like all these things were going through my mind. And then I started crying. I just started bursting out crying. A few of the girls brought me back to the room and were comforting
Were you crying
me.
in the lineup?
I cried in the lobby. I started talking to somebody and just explaining everything. And so they brought me back to the room. It was like 3 or 4 girls were comforting me and, making me feel better. And then there was a lineup. Somebody dinged and then they're like, okay, come on. Like, here's another chance. And I was just like, oh no. I had my makeup was all messed up. I was just, I had just had, was bawling in there. And they're like, oh, just come on. Like, just give it a try again. We'll just try, you'll eventually, get picked and everything. So you go into the lineup and that's when I finally got picked. And I was just like,
There you go.
course.
The guy,
the sad one.
yes.
I want broken.
I was obviously just crying her eyes out. Oh my God. So the person who picked me was a guy from Alaska and he worked on a fishing boat out there and he was a virgin and he was in his mid 30s or older, but it's just because he said out there's no women.
Yeah.
He never gets to see women. And because he wasn't bad looking or anything, he was just, never around women. And so he decided to come out to the ranch and to lose his virginity. And so we did the 2,000 an hour. So I got, that was a good booking to get for my first one. So I was feeling a lot more hopeful about everything. And because he also is a virgin too, he didn't really, oh, well.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. No, the light just changed, but our producer will take care of it. Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry. Keep going.
So so you're hooking up with him?
Yes. Okay. So then, so we started the session, and this was also good too, because he just wanted to lose his virginity, and he didn't really know. We were both so inexperienced. That was a good thing. It made me feel better. But then, because he didn't really know what he was doing, he just decided to take his cock out of my pussy and try to put it in my ass with no lube.
Oh.
He just shoved it in because he didn't know.
That's an upcharge.
Yes, I definitely.
Not a la carte.
That's gonna cost you an extra
But
$2,000.
so I wasn't mad. I was just kind of like, he just out of nowhere just shoved it in, and that was painful. But I was still like, oh, I know, I understand. I was trying to be understanding. I didn't want to make him be like, no, and then turn him off, and then make him lose his heart and everything. So I was just really trying to play it off like, oh no, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that, but just having something rammed inside of your ass, with no lube, not being warmed up or anything, just boom.
It's probably yeah.
I mean, I work in corporate America, so hypothetically, yeah.
Dude, yeah, okay. No, that sounds fucking terrifying.
It also sounds like a Judd
That was my
Apatow
very
film or something.
Dude. Crying, you get your first book in.
Yeah, and he's a virgin.
But So what was it like then when you're at the end of the day? And also too is the Bunny Ranch was at one time a very, very iconic place. But now with how everything is and how kind of more mainstream everything is with sex work, it probably took a big hit, or was
well, I think it really took a big hit when Dennis died, because he really was the driving force behind the success. He was getting in on all of these different shows, and then also, the Bunny Ranch show was such a huge show. It had millions of viewers, and I mean, I think the show ended in 2010, sometime around then, but he was still doing a lot to keep it going and keep it relevant in the culture and media and things like that. And so since he's been gone, I don't even know who's even running it now or anything, but I know that
it's not the same.
I know,
I
it's
used to
not
be.
the same.
Was that a tough day for you when when you found out?
Well, I hadn't been, I stopped going up to the ranch around 2010, and I hadn't seen him in many years. But when I heard about his whole passing, it just sounded so suspicious. I don't know if any of you guys have even heard about what happened, but he was running for governor, which he ended up winning too. He died just weeks before they actually
Vegas.
Well, it's in of Nevada.
Nevada.
Sorry, yeah, Nevada. Oh, gee, really?
Yeah. And a lot of people think that there was some kind of foul play, because it was really strange the way he died. I think it was during his birthday party too, and he just had a mysterious heart attack or something. It was just this doesn't pass the sniff test.
Yo, I didn't know there was I didn't know he had.
There is some weird stuff around all of that. I mean, just look into it. It is a weird kind of
Murder mystery.
Yeah, I think it was even Ron Jeremy who discovered him dead or something. It was just the weirdest thing. It was not.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. So I was so baffled by the news because of just how everything went down. I'm like, is this real?
I have one more question about the Bunny Ranch. In the heyday, you were there, right? Just 2007, 2008 is probably at the most popular time. What was it like? Was it crazy? Was it fun, or was it just work?
Well, yeah, there were still fun times. They had some fun parties and things like that. And I mean, I was young at the time. I started working there before I was even able to legally drink. So and this was the first time ever being away from home. So yeah, you just so many crazy times. Yes. But I don't know. There's a few people I met. So, for example, I was on the cover of Hustler in 2009, and there's this guy, Evil Dick. Do you remember him?
No.
So,
Evil Dick?
yeah.
Are you
There he
familiar
is
with
right there.
And so he had an article in the Hustler magazine. So his name is on the cover of the magazine I was on, and he ended up being there at the Bunny Ranch. I met him at the bar, and he was like, "Oh, you're the girl that's on the cover of the magazine. Like an article in that."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes. Oh my gosh, that was crazy." And then
Famous people?
yeah, no, I was trying to think. I can't remember his name right now because he actually ended up passing too. But who was that guy that sang that one song like "Come, come, my lady, you're my butterfly"?
Oh,
that guy was out there.
Is that Sugar Ray? Or?
No.
Hold on. I'm full. Crazy Town.
Crazy
Thank
Town.
you.
Crazy
The
Town.
singer from Crazy Town ended up meeting out there. But yeah, there was a lot of people that cycled in, but I wasn't there very often. I'd only come in once a month for like 10 days.
Yeah.
And I just heard a lot of stories more or less, but
That must have been so
wild.
Yeah, I would have liked to. I like that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
to be there back in the
Yeah.
day. Now, I do want to. We had a virginity story. That sparked me. John, do you remember when you lost your virginity?
Yeah, I
that
definitely have.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
For sure.
Many times over, right?
For sure I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of sex.
For sure I have. I've done it. I've had sex. Don't worry. I've definitely done it.
Yeah.
I have.
What was it like when you lost your
Oh, it
virginity?
was crazy.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm sure you guys know how sex works, and so yeah, we probably did that
Yeah.
for sure.
How long did you last?
Oh, the normal time, 7.
7. Yes,
Yeah.
7, probably
Good
7.
7
yeah.
is very
Probably
normal.
Solid 7.
Probably 7, give or take.
Human goblin.
It was a human. Yeah, it was human. It was and it's happened. And what? Let me ask our guest another question.
Okay.
Yeah, what did you do when you? How do you, as someone who was like before you did? Because you did.
oh wait, 1 second. If you're getting, can I get a water really quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
'Cause
You'll grab
my
your
mouth
water.
is so dry right now.
Yeah, we'll grab you one right now. We'll wait a second. We'll grab it for a second. Magic. This is the magic of podcasting and editing.
Editing, all this kind of stuff. Dude, yeah.
This is great, by the way.
Oh, yeah, this is so fucking good, dude.
This is so funny.
Yeah, dude.
Do you want a water, by the way? Or anything?
I'm okay. Thank
You're
you.
all right? Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Well, you
Okay.
break character for that? Fuck
Dude,
you.
yeah.
Sorry. No, I don't need any water.
We have some. We can pull a rat out from under the baseboards and crush him up
Yeah.
if you'd like. Yeah.
I know
Sure.
we want to talk about the porn stuff too, so I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to.
No. The bunny rat.
The
stuff
bunny
is-
ranch. Well,
Everybody's always the most interested in that. for
Well,
sure.
It's an iconic thing.
Yeah.
It's so like
Right next.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
it's
No
so
worries.
it really.
Right here. Thank you.
It is really, to me, it's so fascinating because I do remember that show, and I don't even know. I think there was something like an HBO. I know there was a show, but I do remember there was like an actual one episode thing. There must have been so many
yeah, there were
documentaries.
some specials. Yeah, there was
Yes.
a series. They had specials. They had the Bunny Ranch the musical.
Oh no,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really popular. So they
It was
did a
on
lot
Broadway. It
of
was on Hardway.
That's
I have
what
a
we're
question.
talking about.
I have a question. So dudes have an ability to go to this ranch and just have any gal they want line up in this amazing fantasy scenario. Is there a version for women? Is there like a dude ranch, or is that just called a bar?
Yeah,
I think
kinda.
Heidi Fly, she tried to start one. I don't know how that all went down, but it is kind of different for guys because, they have to stay hard all the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
and just be hard on command, come over and over and over. I don't know if it's really like a guy can physically do that. So maybe
Yeah.
that's why it wasn't successful. But I know that there was talks of that at one point.
Oh,
But it's also
right.
so much easier for women to get dick. Like for a dude to get pussy, he has to go through all these hoops. He's got to take a lady on a date. He's got to do all these things. He's got to wine and dine. The lady wants to get laid. She can fucking put her hand out like she's waiting
At
for
the
a
bar.
cab
I mean,
at
well,
the bar.
it's like,
yeah.
But women get aroused from like Chippendales, right? Like
No.
no, that's not true.
Oh Oh man, no, I mean, I've
Bad
seen one of
pick.
those shows, and it wasn't arousing. It was just
Entertaining.
Is that what it is?
Vaguely entertaining.
You know, it's just
Damn,
I
shots
don't know.
fired at Chippendales,
Yeah.
dude.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I bet you a guy who's just working out like, really? Oh, man. What am I doing with my life?
He's not even hot,
Yeah.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Vaguely entertaining.
No, but you see though at the Rio they had the not the Chippendales, they had the
Thunder Down Under.
Thunder Down.
I mean,
Under.
that one, that
How
was
do you know this? What the fuck? That was the quickest.
It's not vaguely entertaining. It's very entertaining
So
We
they
can
have
see
and arousing.
why the sexuality
Yes,
opened up.
thank
We
you.
understand now.
So
yeah.
they have the Thunder Down Under, and the lineups of women who are just waiting to get in are just out of control.
But
Yeah, no, it's usually like bachelorette parties and stuff
Bachelorette,
like that, and they're just
yeah.
there getting drunk. I don't know if they're getting aroused, but I actually I was staying somewhere in Vegas, and I was by myself one time. This was years ago, and that was one that I randomly just got a ticket to. I was like, because it was in the same hotel, the Thunder Down Under. I was just there by myself, just kind of like sitting there having a drink. I think maybe that's why it wasn't very entertaining. I wasn't with like other people to be
all
like,
like hooting and
whoa, look
hollering.
at him, whatever. I don't know why. I was just sitting there like, why am I doing this?
yeah. And one thing I gotta ask, you were married, you go like, hey, I'm gonna go to the Bunny Ranch. Was there like you've never done sex work before. How do you make that decision? What does your husband think? Like, what are all those things?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, we ended up getting divorced. Make a long story short, and then I started doing porn right after because I was married very young. Got married when I was 18, divorced by 21.
What?
Yeah.
To high school sweetheart?
I guess I was in high school. I was going to a continuation school, and he was in his 20s, and yeah. I don't know, but that was the thing too, is it took a lot of convincing to even have him open up to the idea of me going out there. I was just like, we were, young and didn't have much money. And I was just like, oh, if I do this, I can buy a house, we can do this and that and all these other things.
Yeah.
And it was also, a lot my fault too, because I would come home from 10 days at the ranch, and then I wouldn't want to have sex with him. I'd be like, no, I'm tired. I don't want to do
The
this.
pussy's worn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
dude, I just got
I
fucked
feel
in the
bad in
ass.
retrospect. I was like, I feel bad for that, because I mean, I was, going and doing what I did, and then I come home, and then I would, it would be days before I'd have sex with him, and then I would do it like begrudgingly, just to get it over with.
Yeah, my cock would be raging at that point. I would be like out of control. And then, how did you start doing the porn? I guess there were some crossover from people who were already working there in the porn industry.
Yeah. I met a girl that was, she had been doing porn for like 6 years or something, and then started coming to the ranch. She was kind of ending her porn career, coming to the ranch. And I was interested in it, but one of Dennis's rules was that any girls who are in porn, they can't give information to the girls about like how to get in the industry, and so because they didn't want them leaving, and then taking business away from the ranch, taking girls away from the ranch. So we kind of like were talking in private. She's like, okay, if I tell you all this, like
You
keep
can't
this
tell
between
me.
us.
Yeah.
That's so
And so
funny.
she was
No
kind of
friend
giving me
knows
the
it.
whole rundown, because I've always been interested in doing porn even before doing coming to the Bunny Ranch, and I just had no idea how to get into it. So she was giving me the whole rundown, and I thought it would just be easiest going with her agent. And that was another, I'll get into that and why, but she was even telling me too, like, you shouldn't, like, he's more for, if you kind of been around and how to navigate yourself. Like, she was like, I suggest you go with this other person who I ended up going with later on. But I was like, oh no, just give me his number. I just kept pressing her. I was like, 'cause I just wanted to make it quick and easy. I didn't want to sit here and like keep like talking about it and having, like extending this farther than it needed to be. I just wanted a quick conversation about it. So I got his number, and I was only with him for a week.
Yeah.
And I did some crazy stuff in that
Really?
first week.
What'd you do?
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. So the craziest thing that I ever even did in the business was my second scene. And he lied to me about how everything was ready to go down. So he booked a scene he booked me with him in a scene. It was because he's an older man. He's an old man, and I was young. I was only 20 years old.
Yeah.
And well, at this point, I was 21 now. But I had just barely turned 21. And so it was this young and old scene. And so he was like, okay, so we're going to do just a regular boy-girl scene. And then at the end of the scene, a few guys are going to come in and just come on your face. And so he's like, it's all in the same scene. So, and so he made it seem like it was like nothing. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, no problem. Let's do it. So we did the scene. The scene with us was, pretty standard. And then at the end of the scene, he was just like, okay, now go get ready for your next scene. Go get cleaned up. And I was already kind of confused. Like, well, I thought this was all in the same scene. And he was like, oh, well, no. It's, you just go get cleaned up. And then everybody that you're working with is in the next room. Mm-hmm. So I go get cleaned up. I go into the next room and it was like 30, 40 guys in one room. Oh. And I was just like, this is not what we talked about. And he was like, well, it's already booked. Everybody's here. Like, look at how many people are here. So it was
pressuring you now.
Yeah. And he was like, if you back out of this, you're going to have a bad reputation. Nobody's going to want to hire you again. And so I was just like, wow. And this was only my second scene. I didn't know anybody in the business.
You didn't know you're being taken advantage of and all these things.
I knew I was, but I also, I didn't know that I could have just walked away and then people would still hire me. He was like, well, if you do this, if you walk away now, then you're gonna have a bad reputation. So what happened though is he booked me for a bukkake scene, and I got ready for my scene. He had me in their room, and also on top of that, like a bukkake is supposed to be, everyone just like comes on your face, but I was like sucking all these dicks, and everybody's like eating my pussy, fucking me, all this kind of stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was so intense. And it was also, this is my second scene.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't know how to handle all of this, I was just looking around like, it was just so many guys as far as the eye can see. They even had a fluffer. Like, that's not even something that you see anymore these days, but there was even a fluffer there too, which is crazy. But at the end of the scene, the director, he gave me this cup to catch all of the loads in. And it was all coming on my face, so I had to catch everything in this cup. It was like one of those sundae cups. It was like this yellow sundae cup, and gave me a straw. And at the end, I had to suck it all down.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Out of the cup, and I was gagging. I just couldn't. Like, it was just so disgusting. I was just gagging, trying to. I had to drink the entire thing, and he was like, he's laughing. He was like, "This is so funny, like that you're gagging." He was like, "Oh, he thought it was." I guess that was good content to him, but I was gagging, trying to get it all down. And oh my God, I felt ill afterwards because it was so much cum, because it was like almost 40 guys. I don't know. I didn't even count as many guys. That's what they were telling me. It was like 30 something, but I think that they, knew I was going to sit there and count. It was just a sea of guys. And so it was filled like this much. It was so much in that cup.
Yeah.
And so I went to the bath. I was like in the shower. I was getting myself cleaned up. I was just kind of like,
what the fuck?
Feeling ill, like kind of losing my shit. And then, so I got out, and then they told me, after, to add insult to injury, he was like, oh, well, they're going to pay you another $100 to do a scene with the director. And so it's like,
then you did this scene with the director?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my
fuck.
God.
Yeah, so he was like, but it's just like a quick little scene, just because I guess, he wanted to like get his nut off too.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck. Holy.
I think that guy's evil dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's brutal.
Holy shit. I think even for a goblin, those are low morals.
But that's how it
dude.
used to be
Yeah.
back then. Was that like a very common practice? Like, there's just so many scumbags in the industry.
Not that, that's why you have to be careful of who your agent is,
Yeah.
That's what she was warning me of. Like, you shouldn't go with this guy.
Oh, right.
And I
So
ended
just
up,
how to, because she would know how to navigate something like that, and then they're like, but that's still,
That's absolutely fucking insane.
yeah, that's crazy.
So that was, yeah, I wasn't with him very many days after that. And I ended up meeting the agent that I ended up having for like 7-8 years after.
Yeah.
So I met her on a set. Her name was Shy Love. And I told her about what happened, about a few of the scenes that I had done. And she was like, you're not doing any more of that. You're with me now. I'm protecting you. Like, you have no say in the matter. I'm saving you. And I was like, oh, thank God. It's good.
God damn.
But yeah, she was actually the girl so when I was talking to the woman who gave me the number in the first place, she was actually somebody who I recommended. She recommended that I go to in the first place. And So I should have just
Listen,
listened.
yeah.
But I was just young and dumb, and I'm like, I didn't know. I was just like, well, why does it matter who the agent is? I just want to do a few scenes. Like
when you're getting into it and you're being exposed to those different things, you don't know, and you were just like, well, I just want to get in. I just want to start working. Now, okay, we have your origin story, John. I want to know how you go from Goblin. So you're selling life insurance. How did you start podcasting? Give us your origin story.
So you were really selling life insurance?
Yeah, my origin story, funny enough, is almost identical.
You had the bad agent too?
No, I mean, my origin story is, like I said, I got adopted by a nice family in Reseda, went to a normal high school kind of stuff, and then I was working at a life insurance agency, and I got approached by this band called Goblinkon that wrote songs about goblins. And they're like, dude, we want you to be in our music video. We want you to star in our music video. So I started this music video. It was kind of like a documentary about me and my life. And, I allegedly harmed my boss at the end of this documentary. Okay. And I guess that's what made it kind of go viral. And stuff like that. It was actually with Kaden Cross. She was
really?
in the video.
Oh, nice.
How'd you harm your boss?
He was getting lippy with Kaden, and then he put his hand on her, so I kind of pounced on him, and I kind of removed his face.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
You want to know what's so crazy? Back in the day, they used to do singing telegrams for birthday parties. I'm old, so I'm not as old as Goblin, but
yeah.
So people would like come up to dressed up like you in the middle of a restaurant and do this. The family would give them notes and just have this singing They did it for my stepdad, and then you remind me of that. You remind me of the guy who used to come do the singing telegram.
That was me. What was your dad's name again?
Bernie.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been working a long time,
Yes.
a lot of odd jobs.
I was trying to I was like, where do I, but you were
But
a lot
much
younger.
smaller.
Much smaller.
I had more hair.
You did,
Yeah.
yes, but your dad did not.
Yeah,
Did?
He did?
Did.
But he's dead.
Yeah, and R.I.P.
R.I.P. Stepdad.
Yeah, good guy. Good guy.
Great guy.
Great guy. Good clap. He had a good clap. He had a great clap. He really enjoyed it.
You had a musical heart in you for a long time.
Absolutely. See, that's the thing. It's like I've had so many weird, odd jobs and stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, I don't have a story similar. But I mean, from being in the industry, like there's a lot of like weird people especially the comedy and metal world. We have our own line of like weird bookers and directors and people you just gotta watch out for, because when you're young, it's like everyone's promising you all these things, but you don't want to
You don't want to get taken
You
advantage
don't want to
of.
take advantage. You don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah, no bukkake scenes for you though, right?
No. I did tour with Guar though.
Oh.
And they did cover everybody in blood and all kinds of weird
Yeah.
stuff. So,
Dude, are you familiar with Guar?
No, I don't know that. But I noticed your face when he said it. You knew who that was. I had no idea.
Oh yeah, the band.
yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like metal bukkake. I think in a weird way. Yeah, for
they
the
come out
audience.
in these giant outfits and they're like demons and they have these huge cocks on them.
Oh, really?
And
Okay,
they're,
I've
like,
heard it.
And they
shoot
spray
shit.
stuff into
Yeah, I've
in
heard-
the
I think you
audience.
might
I mean,
have said
I
it.
don't know what's in that stuff, but I got covered with it for quite a few times.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't mind getting my face painted once in a while if the guy's hot.
Yeah, I mean, come to the show. I think you would like the show. I really do think you would like the show.
Are you shooting a lot of stuff now? You're not in mainstream, but are you?
I haven't been for a few years, but I shoot a lot of my own productions now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff are you shooting? Like
So Lexi Luna and I just did a hot Christmas threesome.
Nice.
Nice.
August Sky and I did a 2-girl BJ.
nice.
I just did a girl with Serene Siren. So I'm pumping out a lot of stuff that I
So
would
you
normally
are
even
pump-
do,
yeah.
for production companies, but I'm doing it for myself.
yeah.
Would you consider yourself now like was still one of the legacy? You were in the the era, right? And still performing, and there's still a handful of again like one of our closest friends, Alexis Fox, who I love.
She and I did a girl recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love. We do a lot of safe for work content stuff.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah, and I think there is something, and it is interesting to see the reaction of people who've been doing, I guess you're almost at 20 years then in sex work, right?
Yeah, in sex work, going on 19 years.
What about for porn?
Well, I got into porn like just a year after, so yeah, almost 18 years.
Do you miss?
Yeah, this month, 18 years ago.
Okay, wow. Yeah. It's almost the anniversary. That's cool as hell.
Do you miss doing the like big production stuff or no?
No, not really. I mean, it was, it's just because I've always lived far. That I'd wake up like at 4 a.m, fight traffic for many hours, be sitting around on sets for many hours.
Yeah.
Getting my makeup done by people who, I feel like, sometimes I would like the job that was done, but a lot of times be like, oh my God. And then, wear outfits I didn't want to wear, do things that I didn't really like, just, I don't know. There was a lot of
concessions that you had to make in order to work.
a lot of stuff. It makes it less fun when there's just so much to do. It's just, I don't know, but if I'm doing it from my own home and it's my own, my own creativity, I get to wear what I want to wear. I get to do my own makeup the way I like it. Get to work with who I want to work with, make up all of the what's the word I'm looking for? My own scripts, my own everything, then it's
you're in charge of everything.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard though, especially because I do all the camera work, the lighting, the sound, all that kind of stuff. I'm in charge of all that, the paperwork, all that kind of stuff too. On top of taking, have to, costume myself and.
I thought you were gonna say take a load.
Take the loads myself too. Yes.
Yeah.
All of it. So there's so much that I have to do. So sometimes that's like, oh my gosh. So for that reason, sometimes I feel like, it is fun to just like show up and have everybody take care of that. But at the same time,
you just lose control that way. Yeah, you lose control.
I was going to ask because I feel like there are some similarities in like being a rock star, being a porn star, in that I think a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions and they kind of glamorize like what I do. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh man, you must be like on tour, getting to visit all these amazing cities and do these amazing things. You must be making so much money. There must be all these people who are like, like just every time they see you, they're just like, oh my God, John Goblinkon, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
It is that. But I also wondered, like, there is like another side of it too that people don't see, and I wonder, like, especially in your line of work, I assume everyone's just like, oh, you have the greatest job in the world. You must hear that probably
sometimes.
often.
Yeah.
And do you feel that, or do you feel like it's like if they only knew?
Well, sometimes, like for example, that scene I was just talking about, that would be like a if they only knew kind of scene. But sometimes, back when I was doing a lot of production work, they used to do a lot of features to, our feature films and TV shows and things like that, or do parodies to feature films and TV shows. So that was a lot more fun, because you get to play a character and you get a script and like crazy costumes. Like for example, I did this one scene for Axel Braun. It was a Batman versus Superman, and I played Maxima. So they had this professional costumer like make a whole costume for me, and I had this like crazy big red hair that they made for me, like the crazy makeup. It was just like those kinds of things. Even though that it's a rough like 20 hours on set, but it's like still like. That was a lot more fun than just doing whatever. But I feel like they don't do a lot of those kind of parodies.
Yeah, we were
anymore,
talking about the parody films.
Yeah,
probably one of our earlier episodes. We're just listing, and I hadn't seen many of them, but I think you listed so many. And
there's like Simpsons, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Do you know Webmaster Joe, Asian Joe?
Yeah.
He's in the Pokemon parody. Yeah, with this, there's a Pikachu that looks like John in the video. It's the most horrifying Pikachu I've ever seen in my life. Who's sucking it? No shade on you, John. Just not how.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect. You're just not a cute little cuddly furry electric rodent. This and so.
Thank you.
Would you ever do stunt cock?
Excuse me?
Would you ever do stunt cock?
What does that mean?
So they use your cock as like, so if you were going to do a POV titty fuck, would you ever be the stunt cock? So it wouldn't be but it would be
your penis in there.
It would just be the green.
Well, that would be tough because with goblins, it's there's multiple.
Oh.
And it's kind of like that movie Tremors. It could come from anywhere. It's a whole mess down there.
Is it the same thing where like your cock will open up and then a little smaller cock will
Yes,
come through?
correct.
Oh
It's
my
kind of open up. Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's. I gotta be honest. I don't think I would.
No.
And I get stage fright sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I
dude.
still do.
Oh,
You
that
can't get the little guy to come out, then it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
All sorts of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
I think we got a little bit of time left here. I want to ask about you for a bit. Are you still doing it? You a doomsday prepper?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm still prepared, but I'm not as into it as I used to be.
Yeah.
My interests float all over the place. Speaking of bands, I've been playing the drums the past few years. That's my
really?
my main hobby. Yes, have you ever
You
been
got
a
some-
drummer?
All right.
you
That's
got some good
awesome.
fills?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been taking lessons for almost 3 years now, so pretty good. My drum teacher, he's pretty good. He's a jazz musician.
Okay.
And I'm not like super into jazz.
Yeah.
And so
So are
he's
you
always making me
holding-
do like Quincy Jones and stuff like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like not super into jazz, but I guess it's good for me because I want to play hard and like I want to play like rock music. I like hitting hard and But but jazz is completely the opposite. He's like everything's always too hard. He's like he's like very hard on me because I always for some reason even if I feel like I'm tapping it so soft, he's like it's still too hard. He's like
But it's in your soul to
Yes.
like fucking smash
Yeah.
those things.
I know. I just want to be like.
What was the
I love
dooms?
Slipknot. I love Joey Jordanson is my favorite drummer. I want to be like that.
Okay. All right.
I love
Actually speaking your
cymbals.
language.
Yeah.
But what was the doomsday when at the height of your doomsday prepping? What was that like? And what were you most concerned about?
Okay. I guess maybe like nuclear war.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Fair.
Did you just set up a bunker?
Any
That's
kind of
gotten
natural
less of a
disasters.
fear?
Yeah, I feel like nuclear war is heightened
Or
higher than ever.
or even like earthquakes. I live right near the San Andreas Fault.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you always hear like, especially here in California, I'm sure
The
you've
big
been
one.
hearing the big one. It's always supposed to be coming. Oh my God, that'd be crazy if it just happens right now. But damn, so that's how I always feel like we're like 1 second away from disaster at any point. I mean, like even debris coming out of space, hitting somewhere, like that's also a crazy thing too that no one really thinks about. It's like we are spinning 1,000 miles an hour in space. All these things are flying around us at once. All these, meteors and comets, all this kind of stuff. It's like, anything could like.
Yeah,
they even
that's
say
this.
they say something could come from behind the sun.
Oh,
that we
yeah?
can't even see.
Like
because-
that guy at the Bunny Ranch.
There you go. There he is.
That's it.
There
That's
he
it.
is.
He's
Yeah.
quite sharp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? What was the when you were prime time prepped?
Mm-hmm.
What was it like? Like your house bunker? Like what was?
Oh, I wish I had a bunker. That I have some. I bought this book that has blueprints on how to build one, and I was like, I don't know if I could like build one in in a snap. I know it's probably not the way that happens because I was even thinking like, okay, if I know something's about to happen, maybe I could like go in the backyard and dig one with a shovel or something. But there's no way that's gonna happen. I
So
know.
you just
But-
had stock of like.
Yeah. So I still have like tons of emergency food and weapons. I have a shotgun. I have a handgun. I have my bow. I've been an archer for many years as well. So I'm very good with my bow. I have, like gas mask, the breathers and all, the extra canisters.
Did you watch The Last of Us and you're like, this is sick?
I watched The Last of Us. That's not what inspired me.
No,
I
but
was,
when I
was more
watched
of
that-
a prepper before even
Yeah.
that came out.
But when I watched that show, I was watching on the plane over here.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize season 2 was out.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this show fucking rocks.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's
yeah.
a great show. So I like that vibe. And trying to get rid of people like you. Yeah.
Insurance people?
Yeah.
I get it.
Right on. Well, this has been fucking awesome.
This is
guys.
great.
Yeah. Both of you into this camera right here. Can you just let people know where to find you?
Oh, yes. BritneyAmber.com is my link tree. You can find all of my links there. And follow me on my new YouTube channel, Spicy Creator versus Spicy Food. And it's the same for OFTV as well. But yes, I'm trying to build up my new YouTube channel since my last one was taken. So please help me, please.
Help
Give me
her
an
out,
engagement.
guys.
Spicy Creator versus Spicy Food, please.
Nice. And John?
They can find me at The Real John Goblinkon on Instagram. They can check out my podcast, the Right Now podcast, which is actually the #1 comedy podcast in the world, if you don't fact check it. And we're going to have Jay on in the new year. Really excited about that. So please tune in. We got a great New Year's Eve special coming out. And I'm going to be performing a couple comedy shows all around. So go to punchup.live and find John Goblinkon.
Awesome. Thank you guys for coming through.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Right on.